You spit pink this morning, same as yesterday, same as the morning after your last cleaning, the one you paid for, flossed every night for. You're not doing anything wrong. You're losing anyway, and it has nothing to do with how you brush. And the thing is, women who brush perfectly, floss every night, never miss a hygienist, they're still spitting pink every single morning, even doing everything exactly right. Because brushing, flossing, all of it only ever cleans the surface of the tooth. So you add the $200 Sonicare, then the Waterpik, then the Corsadil that stains your teeth brown. And sure, the surface looks clean. The bleeding eases off for a day. At first, even your hygienist tells you it's improving, so you keep going. But here's the thing none of them ever tell you. There's this little pocket where your tooth meets your gum, and somewhere along the way, it quietly opened up. That pocket, not your brushing, that's where the bleeding's actually coming from. Bacteria crawled down into it, somewhere no bristle has ever been able to reach. And down there, they just multiply, completely untouched. So you brush, and the surface gets cleaner, but that pocket, still full. The one part that's actually bleeding never gets cleaned at all. And that's why you bleed clean after clean. Your numbers drop from 5 millimeters to 4, and then they just stop, stuck there. You're brushing twice a day, flossing every single night, doing every last thing they told you to do, and the sink still turns pink every morning. Your gums still ache after you eat. Even when you brush, as soft as you possibly can, you still taste that little bit of blood, because the bacteria are still sitting there, down below the gum line. And here's what nobody actually says out loud. To stop the bleeding with brushing alone, you'd have to somehow scrub 4 millimeters under your own gum every day, forever. And you can't. Nobody can. It's just not physically possible. Which is the whole reason brushing only ever handles the surface for a day or two. It never actually reaches that pocket that's causing all of it. So there's this woman, 54, been seeing her hygienist every 12 weeks for 9 years. Brushes perfectly, and her pockets were still stuck at 5 millimeters. Pink in the sink every morning, and her hygienist just kept saying, keep brushing, maybe try adding an interdental brush. So she didn't change a thing about how she brushed. She just started doing this old oil pulling thing a friend swore by, pouring a cold pressed oil onto a spoon and swishing it for 7 minutes twice a week. And by week 4, the morning bleeding just stopped. First clear sink she'd seen in years. Week 8, the aching when she ate was gone. Week 12, she goes back in, pockets measured 3 millimeters, down 2 whole millimeters. And her hygienist goes, the brushing must have finally kicked in. And she's thinking, I've brushed the exact same way for 9 years. The only thing that changed was this. So the hygienist actually picks up the bottle, turns it over, and goes, look, brushing was only ever cleaning the surface up here, but this stuff is thin enough to actually flow down into the pocket where the bristles have never once reached. Brushing handles what you can see. This gets to what you can't, and that's why the bleeding finally stopped. Because a toothbrush just can't get to that pocket. It never could. It only ever cleaned the surface above the gum. But these 6 cold-pressed oils, they penetrate down into the pocket, bind